Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to the 2006 Auto Club 500, where today 42 drivers will tackle this 2-mile D-shaped oval out in Southern California and hope to be one of the stars in Hollywood after 500 grueling miles on this racetrack. Now let's take a look at your starting lineup. On the pole for today's race is Denny Hamlin, and alongside him is two-time winner of this race, Jimmie Johnson. Matt Kenseth starts in third, alongside sophomore driver Carl Edwards. Kevin Harvick starts fifth with Jeff Gordon and the four-time champion to his outside. Andy Houston looks to get his first win at California today, with Scott Riggs starting alongside him. Defending champion Tony Stewart starts in ninth alongside Bobby Labonte. Jeff Burton looking for his first win since 2002 with Brian Vickers, a struggling driver at Hendrick. Casey Mears starts behind them with Dale Jr. to his outside. Then in row 7 you have Clint Bowyer and Kurt Busch. Then behind them is Casey Kane and Greg Biffle. Jeff Green in that 30 car for RCR, starting alongside Joe Nemechek in the 01 for Ginn Racing. Ricky Rudd in the 21 U.S. Air Force car, starting alongside Ryan Newman. Dale Jarrett, winner of this race in 2001, starts alongside Mike Bliss. Kyle Petty, with a new sponsor for this race, starts alongside Scott Wimmer. Farther back in the field, rookie Danny O'Quinn alongside Bobby Labonte in the 18 for Joe Gibbs. Then it's Elliott Sadler and Michael Waltrip. Behind them is Kyle Busch and Tony Raines. Sterling Marlin, the 2002 winner of this race, starts alongside Jamie McMurray. Then in row 18 you have Reed Sorensen and Jeremy Mayfield. Row 19, rookie Martin Truex Jr. and Travis Kvapil. Robbie Gordon starting for his own team alongside Kevin LePage. And finally in row 21, PJ Jones and Kenny Wallace will round out the field. As the cars come to life here, you see Denny Hamlin on the pole with Jimmie Johnson, the winner of the last two spring races here. The last person to win the spring race before him was Sterling Marlin. You see Dale Jr. doing something weird back there. Maybe he's mad at Bowyer already, I don't know. See Jeff Gordon in a new paint scheme, the Hot Hues car. It's a new thing that DuPont's doing. And the pace car's off as they get ready to take the green. And we're racing in California. Look at them fan out already. You see 2 and 3 wide already back there in the back of the pack as Denny Hamlin takes a strong lead over Jimmie Johnson. Denny comes off turn 4 and he's going to lead lap 1 here with Jimmie Johnson right in tow and Matt Kenseth behind him. 2 Chevys and a Ford right now, but it looks like Carl's trying to break out and get some help from Jeff Gordon. You see Tony Stewart, big orange back there. He's looking to make a couple moves early, try and get to the front. Jimmie Johnson is right on the back bumper of... There he goes, yep. Yeah, you had to imagine he was going to make a move. But the top, just a couple grooves up, seems to work pretty well. As you see Hamlin using it and Gordon rolled the center pretty well. See, Harvick's trying to go 3 wide for second. Doesn't get there yet. Kenseth's way up on the high side. That's going to allow Harvick to pass through. Now he's going to go underneath Jimmie Johnson for second. Will he be able to make the move in turn 3? I don't know. The when you're passing people here, it seems like a lane up seems to be the way that... No, he didn't get it done. He just fell in line behind him. See here, Jeff Gordon on the inside of Carl Edwards, Andy Houston right behind them. Carl Edwards is looking for his first win still since the 500 last year, as he just got passed by Gordon, and now Andy Houston's going to go underneath as well. Carl told me this morning that he just wants to make the chase, except there is no chase, so he wouldn't be able to make it. He just wants to have a nice top 10 in points. The wins will come if they do that. So he's looking to be very strong this season. Jeff Burton you see right behind Big Orange. So he's using that high side. Everyone else is down on the bottom. He's going where they ain't. And he's got a good run on Tony here. See, it's worked for him. He'll be able to make a move on the outside, possibly in T3 if he can keep it up there. Ooh, yes he can. He keeps it up there. All right, Jeff Burton making moves early. Jeff Gordon looking to the outside of Harvick. It doesn't seem like he's going to get there. It seems like Andy Houston's going to get to his inside, if anything. Yeah, there he goes. Now Gordon's is forced to run the top. You know, if I can get words out, that'd be great. I just woke up, so bear with me. He's on the outside of Harvick. When he backs out of it, that'll open the door for Andy Houston to maybe make a move. No, he slams the door, and he's going to fall right in line in 5th. Matt Kenseth looking for his first win since 2004. He did not win a single race in 2005. So he's got to be itching to get a win. His last one was New Hampshire 2004. So he hasn't won in, how many races is that? 70. That's a lot of races. I think 53 races. So he's definitely going to look to get a win today, and he'll probably do anything he can for it, as we got a battle for the lead here. Is Jimmy Johnson looking on the bottom. Denny Hamlin. Jimmy Johnson has been strong here. Again, he won the past 2 races in the spring here. He's looking for 3 in a row in this race. Can he get there? Hamlin's got the run on the top. Matt Kenseth has a front row seat to this. He might actually join in. Oh, it's close. There goes Johnson diving underneath Hamlin again. For a rookie, Denny Hamlin is showing a lot of poise and a lot of calm right now. Just trying to keep the lead, get experience, and log some laps. But this battling and going to the bottom has opened the door for Jeff Gordon, which is kind of opening the door for Harvick, Houston, and everybody else behind him. Carl Edwards in an orange sandwich here. He might try and make a move on Jeff Burton, ex-teammate. See if he can... No, Tony's going to make a move on him. Look at Big Orange. He's going to go to the bottom here. Oh, he doesn't seem he's going to be able to make the move work. And check this out. Scott Riggs in 10th right now. That team made the switch over to Evernham after last year. And it seems like it's helping so far. Stewart has kind of fallen off of Edwards there, but Burton has also pulled away and looks to make a move on Andy Houston sooner rather than later, I'd imagine. Gordon to the outside of Harvick. Doesn't seem like the bottom's a very successful path to pass somebody. And Andy Houston's gonna defend his spot from Burton and hope to make a move on Harvick to break into the top 5. Harvick's blocking a bit. I don't think he needs to. He's a car length and a half back. As you see back here, battle for 10th, Dale Jr. underneath Scott Riggs. Looking to take Mears, Biffle, and Jeff Green with them, unless Riggs can defend the position on the outside like we've seen all race. Jr. does have more help though, but no, Scott just pulls him down the straightaway. Mears looks to the outside of Jr. now. I don't think he'll get there. That'll open the door for Jeff Green. Nice Nextel stripes. Riggs to the outside of Jr. Still, he's fighting. It looks like Jr.'s got him cleared though. Just about. And he does. Now Riggs has to worry about Jeff Green and the attack from him, and hope that Casey Mears doesn't take him 3 wide. But he clears Green, so he does not have to worry about that. See Kurt Busch and Bobby Labonte back here. That's not Bobby Labonte, that's Casey Atwood. You see Kurt Busch and Casey Atwood back here. Battling for 15th. Atwood making a move. Junior's pulled away from this pack as Mears and Riggs are battled side by side. As there's a lot of commotion at the front. 3 wide for second, right behind Denny Hamlin. We'll see who prevails heading into turn 1. Seems like Jimmy might. Kenseth backs out of it completely, probably thought better of it, and Jimmy's going to shoot out the middle with a nice run. And that's Jeff Gordon. Going to come up here and try and pass one of these guys, but he's not going to be able to. Again, Jeff Burton looking for his first win since 2002. Andy Houston right in front of him. Burton looking to try and make a move. Andy with his new team looking for consistency, something he says he didn't have with PPI Racing. They were good cars, but not consistent. Rather, it was driver error, mechanical error, pit crew error, whatever it was. He just wants consistency as he makes a nice move underneath Jeff Gordon and kind of forces Harvick up the track. Gordon gonna fight back on the outside. I'm pretty sure I just called Gordon Newman, but we won't talk about that. Harvick now to the bottom of Kenseth for third. Seems to hold it on the bottom there. He might have a good chance at this heading into turn 1. Nope. Kenseth's going to get him with that. That's going to allow Gordon to get up there and get to his outside. I'll say Andy Houston has something to say about it. He says, wait a minute, sir. I want 5th. Does not get it. Gordon remains 5th. Carl Edwards and Tony Stewart have kind of fallen off the pace a bit. I mean, not badly. It's just they were up there right with these guys, but now they're not. As Big Orange looks to make a move underneath Carl. Harvick looking for third. Will he get it? Yes. Harvick to third. Gordon looking for fourth. Not gonna get it. He's not nowhere near being there. This is gonna hurt him in the turn 3 as Andy Houston's gonna be on his outside. So your top 7 have made a nice breakaway from the rest of the field, and the 8th and 9th are back there side by side. You see Stewart, will he get I think he can get the move done this time. Oh, close, but no cigar. He's going to try again in turn 3. Got him. There we go. Stewart to 8th. Junior's slowly been catching these guys as well, along with Jeff Green. They've kind of broken away from this 3-car pack as Scott Riggs has fallen back to 15th. See these guys going side by side. McMurray, winner of Homestead. Greg Biffle's last win came at the Richmond Night Race, the second one in 2005. So it seems like a while ago, but in racing, that was only 2 races ago for McMurray and 12 for Biffle. Jeff Green, I believe, also hasn't won since 2002. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. won Homestead in 2004. And that was his last win, so it's been 37 races, 38 today if he can't get it done. More side-by-side action up here. Hamlin has just pulled away with this thing a bit. Jimmy can't seem to catch him. Andy Houston to the outside on Matt Kenseth. He's going to have him cleared by turn 1. Wow, look at the speed. Well, maybe not. Kenseth might get him back. Might try, at least. I don't think he's going to be able to. That bottom line has not been working. And he's got him cleared. So now he sets his sights on the rest of the top 5. Jeff Burton, you see, just patiently waiting in 7th. He's not trying to make any drastic moves. He just wants to save this stuff for the end. I feel like that's a smart strategy. As these guys have just pulled away as Junior caught these guys. And now he's looking for Tony Stewart for 8th. If he can get there eventually. But he's caught these guys. And that's allowed the top 7 to pull away because Carl and Tony have been battling so much as Harvick makes a move to the bottom. That's going to open the door for Gordon to try and sneak around the top. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Door to door there in turn 3 as Jimmy Johnson makes. Oh, Hamlin's pitting. Okay. He was really slow off the corner. I was really wondering what's happening. Jimmy Johnson to the lead. Jeff Gordon second. Jimmy's got those 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Gordon will look to take the top spot away so he can also get the same treatment. Doesn't look like it's going to happen as here comes Harvick to the bottom. Harvick's been strong in turn 3, just not strong enough to prevail on the bottom side. It seems like a lot of these guys are going to pit this time by. Yes, sir. And there goes Andy Houston on the ultimate strategy to stay out. And he's going to lead a lap. See, there's Hamlin just coming off pit road now. And you see Junior and Jeff Green have also stayed out. Hamlin's in the grass doing more yard work. Nothing new there. Those guys are just coming off pit road, and Andy Houston has a big gap to them. They're almost a lap and a half down. Andy probably will be coming in this time, I'd imagine. He led his lap. Yep, here he comes. You see a lot of people on pit road as he enters. Travis Quample, PJ Jones, McMurray, Labonte, Waltrip, Sadler, Schrader, Danny O'Quinn. Carl Edwards is now up to second, as you see, or not up to second, provisional second, as you see Gordon take the lead. Out of pit stops, he's got a huge gap to Jimmie Johnson. Those guys did great on that stop. Matt Kenseth's Killer Bees seem to have put him in 5th place, and Harvick's dropped back a bit, but Burton as well, he went from 7th to 3rd. Those guys got him a lot of spots. Hamlin relegated back to 4th behind these three here. And they have a nice gap. Here's Andy Houston coming off pit road. Will he be able to keep the lead? I don't think so. Here comes Jeff Gordon. It's going to be close. No, it's not. He's pretty slow. Off the pit lane, not, on the racetrack. Wow, he blocks Hamlin. Andy was desperate to try and keep as many spots as he can, but Andy, you've already made up good ground here. You don't have to worry about 6th and 7th right now. It's alright, Hamlin got around him. No harm, no foul. He's just really aggressive coming off the pit lane, that's all. Hamlin making a move underneath Jeff Burton. Won't be able to. Now we'll see how Hamlin's car handles back in traffic. He was out front, which could kind of mask a lot of the problems that your car will have. But once you get back there, and once you get on older tires, as we get through this run, we'll see how Hamlin's car, if it comes alive, it gets stronger, or if it drops off, or whatever happens to it. Now that he's back in traffic, it's battle for the lead. Jimmie Johnson looking underneath Jeff Gordon. Wow, he just sailed it in there, and he's going to get the spot, it seems, unless Gordon can hang it around the top. Barely. He gets there. He's there. What a move by Gordon. What a move by Johnson, I should say. I don't think he'll be able to hang it this time. Yeah, they dive it in pretty hard, him and Burton, and Gordon's going to wash up pretty high. That's going to allow Burton almost to pass him. But he's coming back. He's got the momentum on the outside. He's going to have the draft from Jimmie down the straightaway for just a second. Gordon's got all the momentum. Burton gets him at the line for second. Houston and Kenseth battling for the top 5 spot. They've both been set back a bit by their pit stops. Houston's strategy is staying out another lap on those older tires as these guys got up to speed on fresher tires. It doesn't seem to have worked very well for him as he has dropped to what looks like almost 2 seconds back. And Kenseth looks to make a move for 5th. Gordon's dropped back to 3rd right in front of Hamlin. Burton up to 2nd. Johnson to the lead. As we are coming to lap 30 of 63, we're almost halfway through this race already. These guys will have to make another stop, but I'd imagine. Maybe somebody's crazy enough to try and go all the way on fuel, but I don't see how that's plausible at this point. They pitted at least 2 or 3 laps ago already, so that's going to be like lap 54 when they pit again if it's consistent, but I don't know. Maybe they can go farther, they just chose not to. Hamlin doesn't seem like his car's been affected by the dirty air. He makes a move on Burton for 2nd. He'll probably be able to get that move done like we've seen all day long. That top line just... I don't know what's up today. Normally the bottom prevails at a track like this, but when you're battling with someone, it seems like a lane up is the way to go. If you're going to battle somebody in the last lap, you want it to be the outside. Jimmie Johnson leads yet another lap. Andy Houston has gotten around Matt Kenseth and has started to close in on this field a bit. So has Matt Kenseth. They both slowly started to reel him in. You see Harvick back here in 7th with Mears and Edwards battling for the end of the top 10. And Big Orange rounds out the top 10 here. And Jeff Green, Dale Jr., Greg Biffle, Scott Riggs back in 14th. Still doing a good job. Dale Jarrett, the 2001 winner of this race. Look at Truex. Unless he's a lap down. No, he's 15th. He's legitimately there. He started, what was that, like 37th, 35th? And he's up to 15th. He's one of the biggest movers of the race. Wow. Good on you, Truex. Rookie Clint Boyer as well. Trying to get in the mix up here. Trying to get a nice top 20 finish today. Kyle Busch and Casey Kane. 2 sophomore drivers. They don't seem to have strong cars today, but you know they'll be looking to prevail and come through the field here. Kyle Petty having a nice run in the mid pack rather than the 30s. Elliott Sadler right behind him. Then Scott Wimmer, I believe. With Tony Raines and Reed Sorensen battling around turn 4. Reed going to get the spot on Tony Raines. Then Danny O'Quinn, Schrader, Marlin, the 2002 winner of this race. Ryan Newman. He has not really had good runs. He hasn't won a race since, I think, Daytona 2004, if memory serves me right. Yes, sir, that seems to be the case. Then Michael Waltrip, Robbie Gordon for his new team, running in the 30s. They've been struggling all day. They missed the setup in practice. He wasn't happy with it. And then Mike Bliss, Elliott Sadler. No, it's Mayfield, excuse me. Elliott Sadler's in the 38. Then McMurray, also not having a good day. Brian Vickers, PJ Jones, Bobby Labonte having an awful day after his Daytona 500. Then Travis Quapple, Kevin LePage, Kenny Wallace, still just not. And here we are back to the leaders. Denny Hamlin, Burton looking for the lead underneath. Hamlin's going to prevail off the corner. Burton, you got to slot in line there right in front of Jimmy if you can. Oh, but I think Jimmy's there. Oh, man, he tried. He tried it. He's going to dive it down in here and try and keep the spot. Gordon's going to go underneath as knock, knock. Here's Andy Houston and Matt Kenseth. They have a huge gap on 7th, Edwards. Harvick's fallen back with a bit of pit strategy. Relegated to the back of the top 10 versus being in this top 7 here. Johnson looking to the outside of Burton. Can he get there? Yes, I think he did. Just barely. Hamlin back to the lead. Continues to just almost dominate this race, it seems. But he hasn't gotten really far out. He's just very strong. Johnson around the outside of Burton. He's going to get second at the line. He'll have him cleared. And now he sets his sights on Denny Hamlin's back bumper. Houston looking underneath Gordon. Doesn't seem like it's going to work. You know, surprise, surprise. But here comes Kenseth for 5th. Underneath Andy Houston. Andy's going to have a nice run up top. He had the draft from Gordon coming up the corner. Now Kenseth has it. He'll get him by turn 2. If he can hang it around the outside. No. Oh, I don't think he did. No, he's going to have to fall in line or he can get a good run around the top. Maybe. Yeah, he got there. 3 wide for the lead almost. They've both caught Hamlin. Burton to the bottom, diving it underneath Jimmy Johnson and Denny Hamlin. Hamlin couldn't get to the bottom and couldn't kind of drive it off in there like he normally can and wants to, but Burton hanging tough around the bottom. I think that's the first pass I've seen work around the bottom all day. Burton getting around Jimmy Johnson there. Gordon looking underneath him, almost 3 wide for second. Burton almost turns Hamlin there, it seemed. Burton's going to get a good run up top, and he's going to probably get to the inside of Hamlin here, I'd imagine. And if he can make that work, yes, he does. If he can make that work going into turn 3, he's going to have a nice lead here. Here he goes. He's diving it in. Oh, he cleared him. Absolutely just cleared him. Beautiful move by Jeff Burton. Now he's got to get up and block because Hamlin's going to have a run at the top. 3 wide for 4th back here. Kenseth Gordon, Houston. Hamlin has a run at the top. Everything's kicking off. Now let's see if Hamlin can keep the lead, or is Burton going to sail it in there? Burton really got down there. He's really digging on the bottom, but Hamlin, yet, just same song, 800th verse, Hamlin around the outside, prevailing. I think I've said that 3 times in about 5 minutes. I gotta find a different word. Burton to the bottom. Lap traffic will play a factor. Can they get around Kenny Wallace? Oh, man. Oh, watch out. No, Denny's gonna get completely screwed over by the lap car. And Burton. Jeff Burton's going to go to the front. Kenseth about turned Jimmy there. That was exciting. Jimmy's going to have the run on the top. Hamlin's finally going to get past Kenny Wallace. Andy Heaston's going to make a move underneath Matt Kenseth for 3rd. Jimmy's going to look to take the lead from Jeff Burton. Jeff Burton again hasn't won since Dover 2002. Johnson underneath Kenseth. So that's 132 races that Burton, that's his winless streak currently, 132. Maybe he can snap it today. He's been strong, been patient, like a veteran of the sport as he is. This is his 13th season. Kenseth going to try and make a move, possibly down here in turn 3 if he can get there. No, it doesn't look like it. Burton's going to hold down the lead here, hunker down as Kenseth does make a move as I say that. But it's going to be one of those classic outside runs Burton gets. Kevin LePage, the lap traffic, we'll see how they manage him. Edwards and Mears have pulled away from Junior and these guys as they go 3 wide. Big Orange has fallen back a bit. Scott Riggs has fallen off. Tony doesn't seem to have as strong a car as he did here back in 05. He came close to winning this race both times, but failed to both times, but it's alright. He's got a strong car. Houston and Gordon battling it out. Way behind. They seem to be dropping off the pace, but that could just be because they're side by side. Kevin LePage giving Hamlin nightmares about Kenny Wallace and what he just did to him. Hamlin's going to throw it in, make sure Kevin can't do what Wallace did. Kenseth looking underneath Jeff Burton for the lead. Burton leaves the space. Kenseth takes it. But Burton knows, I got the high line. I have the high ground, Matt. You're toast. Bye-bye. Turn on the burners, down the straightaway. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. He's out of here. Jimmy Johnson to the outside of Matt Kenseth. Thinks better of it, I guess. And they're going 3 wide at the lap car. Wow. I really want to get out of there and get back to the front 4 guys. Houston can't seem to get around the lap car. He got him this time. Yeah, he's all good. Denny Hamlin, you know, he pitted early last time. So he's pitting once again. There comes the second cycle of pit stops. Will Andy Houston stay out another lap again? Maybe. You know, we'll find out in a lap or two. Coming to complete lap 48, we will have 15 to go in this race when everybody pits. You see Nemechek, Mears, Edwards, Hamlin making all their stops. Andy Houston stays out. I think Jeff Gordon stayed out as well. Matt Kenseth stayed out. Yes, Gordon stayed out. So this is your current top 3, provisional top 3. I wonder if someone will pull any type of strategy and might try and maybe take 2 or something to that effect. One of these guys back here, like Kyle Busch, Kyle Petty, Casey Kane, they might try and pull a bold strategy here. As you see Jimmy Johnson getting a service. Left side tires going on the car. Jeff Burton coming out of his stall. Coming out of pit lane. Who's it going to be? Burton gets it. Kevin LePage getting out there. As you see Denny Hamlin way back there in the background. If I can get the camera to focus on him. Alright, he already passed. Cool. Here comes Hamlin. Can he get the jump on Johnson or Burton? It looks like he may get Johnson, but probably not Burton. Johnson's a maybe. No, I don't think he will. He's going to sit back at third. Burton's going to come out with the lead. Scott Riggs coming off pit road. These guys coming off pit road. Everybody coming off. Gordon, Kenseth, they have the lead. You see Burton back there. We'll see what if Burton can pass him or not. Burton has completed lap 50 there. Or not completed, but is on lap 50. But when the lawn, Burton sails by him. And now he's got quite a hefty lead as they're going to come up and block Denny Hamlin. Slow him down and slow Jimmy Johnson down. Now they're all going to be fighting for second. Or excuse me, third. I forgot Burton was way out there. As you see some of these guys finishing up their cycle of pit stops. See McMurray coming off the pit lane. I believe that's Ryan Newman. Yes, it is. Blaney. Not Blaney. It is Blaney. It's not Scott Wimmer. Marlin, Reed Sorensen, Atwood, Raines, Danny O'Quinn having a nice run. We'll see where he is at the line. 26th. You know, that's respectable for a rookie. There's a big gaggle of cars here. See Jarrett, Nemechek, Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, Kyle Petty, and then Kane and Kyle Busch coming off pit lane. They'll just add to it. Truex. Kurt Busch making a daring move underneath Clint. See the lap cars in between Mears and Stewart. Andy Houston has fallen off considerably as these guys are now spread out. See Burton's coming up the lap. PJ Jones and Bobby Labonte. We'll see at the line, coming to 10 to go, if Hamlin will be able to close in. The gap was a second and a half at the line. Burton, Hamlin, closes in barely. That's not enough. I see Brian Vickers here. He's just trying to get a good run today. Doesn't seem like it's going to happen. He's back in 34th. He had some runs last year that were starting to look pretty good. He had top 5 at Pocono. He had I think it was 3rd at Michigan at one point, and was in the top 10 and mix in a couple other races. Bristol, for example, right towards the end of the year. Loudon, I think Talladega as well. You know, that's Talladega. You know, anyone can do that, but I digress. He had some good runs, but things happened, whether it be he just caught up in wrecks or wore out his stuff or mechanical failures. Everything that could have gone wrong for that team last year when they were having good runs could have. Now he hopes to get good runs, but it doesn't seem like it's happening as he's 34th currently. You see these three battling for third spot, excuse me. Forgot Burton exists. But can you blame me? Andy Houston 6th with Carl Edwards closing in on him, barreling down on him with Mears, who has been fighting with Carl Edwards pretty much all day. Andy Houston's teammate, these two making a nice run for Chip Ganassi. Dale Jr. first car out of the top 10. Harvick has fallen back. He was in the top 5 in the mix way up there earlier. He's fallen back. You see, where's Reed? There's Reed. 26th. Not bad. You see O'Quinn has made up a couple spots since we last talked to him. He's down 23rd, battling with Casey Atwood and Tony Raines in the back of the top 25. Let's get back up to the leaders here. As there will be 7 to go when Burton crosses the line. It doesn't seem like he's trying to catch these guys, really. I mean, if you have a lead, you know, like he does, you know, Hamlin's barely closing in. It seems like Burton's probably just trying to take it easy, save his stuff. You know, for just in case Hamlin does catch him, just in case. You know, he wants stuff at the end. He doesn't want to run it all off and then have issues at the end of the race. He is catching these guys now. Hamlin didn't close in at all that time. It seems he's picked up the pace a bit. 5 to go when they come back to the line. I think, or 5 to go right now. I don't know how this counter works. Yeah, okay, 5 to go when they come to the line. Jeff Burton, we talked about it earlier. He has not won a race in 132 races. That would take us back to June of 2002 at Dover. That was Burton's only win of that season. And in 2001, the year prior, he also did not win a race. So that's one win in a lonely sea of losses. The lap cars go 3 wide, you know, as you do. Jeff Burton really does not want to see that. As he's starting to pull away from Denny, it seems he's been pushing. They're really battling to stay on the lead lap. But I mean, it's not like it's gonna matter, guys. You should probably just try and let Burton through as best you can. PJ Jones holding him up. Robbie Gordon still struggling. Has not been able to get around any of these guys. Mayfield, McMurray, Bliss, Newman, you know, the whole gang. As Burton is drastically slowed down by these guys. Hamlin closed in 2/10 that time, almost a quarter of a second. He's going to make it close to the end here. 2 to go when they come back to the line. If Hamlin can close in a big chunk here, we might have a battle in our hand, boys and girls. Kenseth has prevailed out of this pack. Now it's just Johnson and Gordon, the Hendrick teammates, battling for 4th. Andy Houston 5th, hoping to keep Carl Edwards at base. 6th, excuse me. Hoping to keep Carl Edwards at base so we can get a nice top 10. The points will help him. Hamlin closed in 4/10 that time. But he's also going to have to go through the lap traffic, so Burton's hoping they'll hold him up and they won't just give up. And let Hamlin by. Hamlin is a strong car. Jeff Burton struggled in 2005. He did not have a very good season as the white flag is out. They struggled greatly, and he just wants to make up some ground in the points, be better than he was the year before. Wants to contend for a championship, he told me. Out of turn 4, Jeff Burton hasn't had a multi-win season in 6 years. Today, he gets one step closer to that. Jeff Burton wins an Auto Club. You see Denny Hamlin gets 2nd. He did get around the lap traffic. He still closed in greatly. He got around them a lot better than Burton did. Matt Kenseth 3rd. Jeff Gordon held off Jimmy Johnson for 4th. Jimmy 5th. Andy Houston 6th. Carl Edwards 7th. Casey Mears 8th. Dale Jr. 9th. And Tony Stewart, Big Orange, gets around Jeff Green for 10th. Jeff Green 11th, Harvick 12th after battling up in the front all day. Greg Biffle had a top 15 run all day. Kyle Busch came back and got 14th. Casey Kane 15th. I told you somebody would have to pull some crazy strategy to get out of the mid-pack and get up into the top 15. Kurt Busch 17th. Truex, after starting 35th, I believe it was, gets 17th. Well, we thank you all for tuning in to the Auto Club 500. Jeff Burton snaps his winless streak of 132 races and wins here at Auto Club. Thank you, everybody, for watching, all 2 of you, and we'll see you in Las Vegas.